Alright, hello, this is Marie Diaries, and I'm here to do another video. Alright, but before I get into this video, my spirit guides, my angels, my archangels, my ancestors of the highest white light, I ask that you come and guide me, protect me always, 24/7, 365. I ask that you give me the clearest view of this video and this reading through any of the cards or anything that I decide to use and have in my hands. I ask that you immediately return any and all of the negative energies from people, places, and things, including ill will, intent, negative intent, etc. I ask that it goes back wherever it needs to go immediately, permanently. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Thank you. Alright, so I just felt the need. I know I was saying this was getting to be my last reading for this young lady, Sudiksha Konanki. Sudiksha Konanki. Um, it is going on Thursday. Will make it 2 weeks that she's been missing. Um, I'm just trying to figure out. Like, I really want to know, where is she? Where is she? Because Thursday would make it officially 2 weeks. If she, so I'm assuming from everything that's been put out there already for the last week, almost 2 weeks, that I'm assuming they got there on the 6th. So it would make it 2 weeks this coming Thursday. Today is March the 18th. Right now it's 7:48 p.m. So I just wanted to do one. This is probably going to be one of the last readings. I know the last video I said was going to be my last video, but I wasn't really sure. And then I found out one of the videos that I did on live on here, it got cut off. So I'm kind of annoyed by that. It only recorded a minute of a video, and I was on live. And then it was on live, and I wasn't even on the regular format that I've been using. I'm using this camera from this device, and it did not pick up the whole video, which is really annoying. So, and I didn't even notice that earlier when I did the other reading, and I just did 3 hours ago, 3 hours ago earlier, part 3. I didn't realize at that time that the video that I did 21 hours ago, which was part 2A, that it only recorded a minute and 17 seconds. That video was part 2A in regards to her and Joshua Reeb, excuse me, being the last person that seen her. That video was only a minute and 17 seconds, so I apologize for that. I'm sorry. Um, Clearly that was like intentional because um, I don't know. I was able to record earlier for 3 hours earlier, and that live wasn't interrupted. So that was intentional. Um, well, let's see. Yeah, somebody look, cause you got addict that turned out. That was intentional. I've been having issues with my Wi-Fi being uh, disrupted. I don't know how that's being done, but that's a side note. So this video is in regards to Sudiksha Konanki, and just want to try to see a little bit of a reading, like, or maybe one of my last readings, like, where is she? We got Goddess that turned over. All right, Goddess turned over. It says light attribute. It says the feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. Sensuality. Yeah, this definitely gives me like the emperor card. I mean the empress card, because again, the videos that I've used the tarot in, she's come out as the empress. So she has an empress energy to her, about her. Um, the empress energy is the card of love, beauty, femininity. Um, is giving me pure, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, and somebody definitely found her as um, erotic, because you got femme fatale, femme, ooh, femme fatale. In the light attribute, it says highlights the erotic energy of feminine, opens the heart, opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. Let me read that again. It says highlights the erotic energy of the feminine, opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. Somebody could have definitely felt like she rejected them. For that to be at the back of the deck, you do have a knight behind that. The knight, which gives me like the knight of pentacles, the knight of swords, um, the knight of wands. The knight light attributes, it says loyalty, romance, and chivalry, a love of honor. The shadow attributes, it says uh, alliance to a destructive ruler or principle, romantic delusions. So these cards have a upright and a, like, a reverse, but they do have them going the same way. But yeah, this has a light attribute and a shadow attribute. Um, so let's see. I don't know. I just want to try to see if we could get kind of some cards. I don't have like cards that actually say exact places. I don't have a deck like that yet, but I could use my Oracle deck too. That's what I'll do. For this reading, I'll try to make sure I use my Oracle deck. We'll try to stay under 30 minutes. Okay, so what do we need to see from this deck in regards to SUDIKSHA Konanki? Where is she? Where is Sudik? Okay, so we got Homeless that came out. And we also have that card that came out in like the first reading. We have that coming out again. Back of the deck, we have Spiritual Seeker. So I don't believe the homeless card came out when I did the initial first reading on her, but most definitely this card came out. That card most definitely came out. So let's see. Let's try this again. Let's get one card for right now. Where is SUDIKSHA Konanki? Where is she? All right. So we had this just flew out over to the side. You got Young. I got the camera tilted like this because I just don't need everybody like worrying about the background. Um, but we got Young, which it says vitality, innovation, potential, growth. So we're gonna keep that. So that came out. All right. We have Farmer, that was turned in towards clergy. So let's see. Where is where can they find SUDIKSHA Konanki? We got Soldier, and we got civil servant at the back of the deck. It says soldier, it says guardian of nations, loyalty, honor, integrity, selfless service. Remember that other card I just read from the other deck? It says something about loyalty. Okay, what else to clarify these two cards in regards to where is... Whoa, we got 4 cards that just came out. We got clergy, we got lawyer in reverse, we got guide, and we got writer that just came out. So that's how they came out. I might have to just pre-record the videos so that I know that it's gonna record, because when I try to do it live, my Wi-Fi gets interrupted. My videos is getting um disrupted, and yeah. It says clergy, guardians of faith, religion, mortality, compassion, scarce mission. Then you have lawyer, which is in reverse. But that says keeper of justice, law, cases, defense, and advisor. So that came out in reverse. Then you have guide. It says navigator, progress, and direction. You also have writer. It says weaver of tales, storyteller, crafting, communication, polishing, which is spelled Polishing. All right, but let's see. We're gonna take those back, and we're gonna take a few more. Then we're gonna go on to another deck. Um, let's see. What else do we need to see in regards to where can they find SUDIKSHA Konanki? Where can they find SUDIKSHA Konanki? Where can they find her? All right, civil servant just came out. You got civil servant. It says guardian of public good, public official, administrative duty, public administration. Back of the deck, you got traveler. It says traveler. It says seeker of horizons, adventurer, experience, long journey. We got lost soul behind that. And clown at the back of the deck. You see educator that's sticking up at the top. Behind those two. Oh, wait. So educator was sticking out, but behind educator was actually singer. But let's see. Let's get whatever else needs to come out in regards to where can they find, or where is. You got painter that just fell out. You got painter. It says depict, sublimate, abstraction, form, sensation, sublimate, subliminal, something is subliminal, or what is sublimate? Let me see. What is sublimate? Because I'm getting subliminal, but let's see. Hold on. What is sublimate? To improve or refine, as if by subliming. Sublimate is the past tense or past participle of sublimate, which means to express strong emotions or use energy by doing an activity. Okay, pause. Okay, pause. All right, so yeah, that's what the definition of sublimate means. It makes me think of subliminal. That's what it makes me think of when I see that word. Again, it's spelled SUBLIMATE. Oh, I also see that it says sublimate can be a verb meaning to divert, extract, or purify something, or a noun meaning the result of the process. So something about divert, extract, or purify something. I also see that's the meaning of it. Okay, so Yeah, this that don't, I don't like that. I don't like how this is going. Let's see. Let's get one more card or whatever comes out in regards to where can they find SUDIKSHA KONANKI. Where can they find her to clarify this energy that's out here? Clown just popped out. So you have young soldier, servant. You got young soldier, civil servant, painter, and clown that's out here. Clown again. It says jester of laughter, comedy, mask, and performer. Yeah, um they're masking what's going on. Something is being masked about this situation. Like this haven't been being done with everything else that's going on with people around the world. Yeah, I was gonna say when I got back on here, her disappearance has something to do with a group of people, a gang, something. All right, you got volunteer behind that. You got gang. You see volunteer, it says selfless devotion, willingness, spirit of service, duty, dedication. Gang, you got brotherhood of shadows, underworld, transactions, violence, criminality. Behind that, you got musician, avenger, repairman, swindler, betrayal. Okay, who is this clown in regards to the energy that has to do with Sudiksha Kunaki? Who is this clown energy? Somebody that feel like they're a genius. All right. All right. It says barrier of gifts, extraordinary intellect, innovative mind, exceptional ability. Back of the deck, you have detective. Remember that was coming up in the beginning in the first reading too. Sticking out again, I see. And something else is sticking out. What is that? Um, Again, that whole card with painter on it, it said, because yeah, something about them painting a, they're paint is a illusion being painted about what happened to her or the whole situation. It's an illusion. That's what I'm getting from that painter card. Now, does the young man that was with her, was he a pawn in what went down? I could definitely see that now. Yeah, look, we got detective, hunter, hunter. I believe that came out in the first reading. I know definitely detective did. Detective card definitely came out in the first reading. You got ninja. What's behind ninja? You got stranger. You got friend. You got community. You got courier. That came out in the first reading. That also talks about a gift. Lover behind gift, or lover behind courier. This was all like I said in the last video I just did 3 hours ago. This was all a planned thing. Like this is really messed up though. It was like they was yeah, a goal, something about a goal. Like um they was seeking her out. Like you know the whole movie that I brought up before way years ago. That movie when ooh, hold on, let me pause. Hold on. All right, so I was getting before I paused the video that this is reminding me of that movie when, dang, I can't think of the movie right now. When the father had to go, when his daughter, dang, what is that movie? People will know if they seen that movie. This is kind of what it's reminding me of in a way. Like they was seeking her out. Like I said in the last video that I did, like I said 3 hours ago, they could have been watching them, all of them, like even the people, they watching the people that they could want, and they watching the people that they don't want. That's what I'm feeling like. They was scoping them out, seeing who was the best opportunity or whatever. Yep, I'm definitely feeling like that. What else about this clown genius in regards to where is Sudiksha? Where is Sudiksha? What else to clarify this clown genius energy? Or to clarify everything that came out? What else to clarify this? Okay, so two cards just came out. You have engineer. Engineering says architect of solutions, engineering practice, problem solver, complex system, technology. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is like a complex problem. This is a complex situation. It's more than one person involved, and this is allowing to be done. Researcher. It says explorer of truth, exploration, study, rigor, experiments. Didn't that come up in the first reading? Something about experiment came up in the first reading I did. I thought, or one of the first three videos that I did. And you got player at the back of the deck. Now I don't know if that is that signifying him, or is this signifying Joshua, or is this signifying somebody else? But so elder, I don't know. Elder, I think it popped up in the first my first initial video for her, or it was that homeless card. It was either one. What just popped out? Okay, so I'm not about to go over all of that again, but I just was researching what because this card came out. The back of the deck, it also had these three cards. Well, actually, let's go to that one too. Yeah. Then behind that, you got careerist. So this could be somebody that definitely did something like this before. You got careerist. It says dreamer of grand schemes, visions, cunning, mich, uh, machination, aspiration. But I also had seen ninja with Badushi. Go Google Badushi, which is spelled Bushiddo. Again, it's spelled Bushiddo. I was trying to give the meaning of what it was, but the video paused again, and I'm not about to go over that again. But for these cards, we have young soldier, civil servant, painter, clown, genius, engineer, researcher, and friend. So there's definitely something significant about. I feel like it could be multiple people that could know something about her whereabouts. And again, I really don't honestly. I don't really feel like it's a drowning. Cause what would make it be where if somebody did drown that they can't find the body? But I'm gonna pause this video and excuse me and start a new one.